All right, let's go.
Hello, everybody.
Hello,
How you doing out there in TV land? Thanks for tuning in. I'm Robert Humphrey Jr.
I'm Sugar Ray Smith.
and this is Egypt, everybody. Welcome to our show. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in and thank you for your support. And please feel free to email us at any time
That's right.
at sugarhumpllc@gmail.com. SUGAHUMPLLC@gmail.com. This evening we have a very special guest in the house, courtesy of my brother, Sugar Ray Smith. Ray,
right.
tell them a little bit about what's going on this evening.
Well, this young man has been a fixture in the community here in Richmond, Virginia, and surrounding areas for years now. And he has been a contributor to the community, to the gospel community, and to the surrounding areas for many, many years now. And we're going to bring him on and let him tell us about what he's doing. And he's none other than Mr. Jake Holmes.
Everybody. Welcome to the show. How you doing, brother Jake?
How you doing, brother Robert?
All right, all right. Well,
Thank
maybe
you.
I'll let you kick it off with the questions and things.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate
Glad
that.
to have you here. Now, Jake, you've been in the community here for a while. Tell us a little bit about yourself and you know what
Well,
you.
I came here in the 70s, believe it or not, and I went to Virginia Union, and Virginia is my alma mater, and was a music minor, not a music major, and I thought I was going to come to school and go back to New Jersey, which I'm originally from New Jersey, but there was some bigger plans for me, so I got involved with the music, surrounded myself with a lot of the music mongols here in the city, and we got connected, and that's how it all started.
Okay, because you and I have been knowing each other for a while.
Yes.
I'm not going to mention how long, but it's pretty. It's a long time.
I first met Ray with volunteer choir. He
Yeah,
played
with-
volunteer choir. And I was I was with One Accord.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking maybe late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So that's how far we go back. But Jake, tell us some of the things that you are involved in.
Well, you know how it is when you just trying to find your niche. Everybody knows that there's something in the mix that's just meant for you. And even though I do a lot of things musically and recording, and I have my group Indie Season, I have the show, the Recapture the Memory show.
Yes.
My
yes.
big passion is what we call countywide Tri-Cities Music and Arts Workshops. And what we've done is that we've gotten together some of the top musicians and instructors in the city to come in and do a workshop for our youth between the ages of 8 and 18.
Wow.
We do workshops. We teach them how to do. We teach them vocal coaching. We teach them ensemble music. We teach choir music. We teach miming. We teach praise dancing, modern dancing, and it's an opportunity for people not only in the church community but from the community at large to come together in one unified, safe setting
Right.
and learn a lot of great skills. But the real key to what we do is while we have them there, we teach them life skills.
Wow.
So we teach them how
That's
to
huge. That's huge.
how to deal with peer pressure. We teach them how to deal with discipline, how to cope, how to deal with anger issues. And we deal with all those things in that setting. We know that the reward is to participate on this program and build to one big concert. But during the time we have them there, you know, we really instill those real valued things that help them to develop real strong lives.
Can I ask this question? How long have you been doing this, and how did it get started?
We, believe it or not, we've been doing it for 20 years.
20 years. And right here in Richmond?
Right here in Richmond.
Okay.
And we've surrounded ourselves. The church community supports this event. We have over 15 churches that participate. We have about over 250 young people that come to this workshop every year. What's really the key to it is the fact that I don't care how tough they are. I don't care how thugged out they are, how introverted they are. When they come into the program, they come into the program the same way anybody else coming to the program, but they leave a different way
That's wonderful.
because they understand and they value what we bring to the table in terms of helping to strengthen their gifts and to exploit their gifts to a whole new level.
What's the age bracket once again?
8 to 18.
8 to 18.
And we'll take them we'll take them because you have a lot of gifted kids that's under 8.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take them, but they have to be accompanied by a parent. And our first rehearsal, we start off this Saturday, which is March the 5th, at Second Baptist Church over in Southside. Reverend Ralph Hodge is a pastor over there. It's a really rich, community-oriented church. And I love that about Pastor Hodge and the people over at Second Baptist Church for what they bring to the table. But we start this Saturday. And so if you want to be involved, you can go to our website. That's www.countywideproductions.com. Or either call me at 804-683-4452. And we'll give you all the information that we need to have. Now we know some parents are going to be able to say, well, how much does it cost? Everybody want to know how much it costs. Well, if you register with a church, it's $275 for your church, and you can bring everybody that's involved with music and under that umbrella. If you register as an individual, it's $15. But I'm saying this because I'm on your show. If you contact this show, these young men, if you contact either one of these guys right here and tell them that you really want to be involved, but you don't have the funds, we'll send them on scholarship on your behalf.
Wow.
Can't beat that. That's wonderful.
That's huge. That's huge.
We want the young people involved. We want them there.
So there's no excuse, in other words.
There's no excuse for your young person there. And every household has that one child that just excels.
Yeah, that's right.
And we want them to be involved. We want to put them on a big stage, give them a great platform, teach them about how the industry works, the insides and outs of how the industry works, what it means to present yourself in public, how to present yourself in public, how to speak in public.
Wow.
All those things are going to come under the umbrella.
Well, let me put this out there. He gave an open invitation saying that you've seen this show and you watch this show, you support the Sugar Hump, Route 5 for Life TV show. So contact us once again at sugarhumpllc@gmail.com or For Life Records Inc. @gmail.com. Back to you, Jake.
I'm just excited about the opportunity. I appreciate the fact that there's this format that you all have presented for us to get the word out. But the community has to be more involved in terms of, if you have a child that is a gifted piano player, and you don't have the resources to send them to piano class, there's other avenues out there that you can allow that child to be exposed. And you need to find out what it is. My son said he was an artist. I said, well, I want you to be an artist, but artists, they don't make big time bucks unless they at a certain level in their art field. So I took him to Virginia Tech, showed him the School of Engineering.
Gotcha.
Now my son is one of the top architects in a big company called Whiting and Turner.
That is
Okay,
awesome.
that's great.
Because of
That's
art.
great.
So you gotta take the gifts that these kids have, and you have to be the cheerleader behind them to allow them to excel to that next level and put them in programs that will allow them. And there's a lot of programs out there. I mean, Ray, what Ray is doing in the studio is a great way to start. Your child sings well. It's fine for them to sing in church, but they need vocal coaching.
Right. That's good.
They need to know how to write music. They need to know how to publish music. They need to know how to secure their music. So it's a lot of things that goes into the whole piece of being in this industry.
How long is the program for? How many weeks does it go, and the time frame again that they need to register? Is it a cutoff? Is it a deadline for them, or how does that work?
Great question. We start this Saturday, and it's an 8-week program.
8 weeks.
So for 8 weeks, they participate every Saturday from 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock. We give them free lunch, and they can take over 10 different classes. All right, they can take any class they want. And one of the special classes that we're doing this year is called the Men of Honor. And the Men of Honor is we're going to take our teenage boys and we're going to teach them how to write a resume. We're going to teach them how to conduct themselves on an interview. We're going to teach them how to dress when they go to an interview. We're going to teach them all that thing, but we're going to also teach them a skill. So if they need to learn how to do PowerPoint, they need to learn how to do Excel, all those things that's available for them. And I have people coming in from the outside that's going to conduct that class.
I mean, I really have to applaud you, Jake, because it takes a village, it takes a lot of people to help in the community, to help our young people, especially now in these days and times. I mean, it's just paramount. It's very important that we get behind the efforts and support the community and the things that you're doing in the community, and so many others.
My question for you would be, you all teach them public speaking as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Now, we've talked about that. Tell us a little bit about you, yourself, about what you do for a living, the music you play. Let the world know
And
what's
also-
going on with you and your group.
And also, Jake has a marketing company called Precise Marketing. You can tell us a little bit about that as well, Jake.
Well, this all feeds into how do we get to the place that we are now. I started my company when I left my corporate job in '07, and everything I learned from my company, I poured it into my own business. And unfortunately, we in our community, we can develop these businesses, and we have a great time having these businesses. But a lot of times, we don't have the time or the energy or the resources to devote to marketing the business and to branding the business. So I learned everything as far as branding and advertising, all that stuff in my corporate job. And what we do is we try to get small businesses to link up with us and show them the power of social media, what social media can do. And then that's a matter of just putting the work into it. We teach them about branding and what's important about branding in business. So my company, Precise Marketing, we've been together since '07. I have a team of people I use, but our real big strength is producing events for people. I mean, if you have an event, and we love to do events, but when you have an event and you have a fundraiser and you raise $500, that was just a social. It wasn't really, you just had a good time.
Right, it wasn't a team event.
It was good, you had a nice time, but we try to teach you how to brand your business and to market your business so that when you have a fundraiser, you really raising some nice capital.
Made it worthwhile.
You're coming out with what a fundraiser is supposed to do, raise money. And we try to show our clients the formula for doing that. And we've been very successful with it. We partner with different vendors in the community so that we get discounts.
Okay.
All right, we make sure that we use every aspect of social media to get the exposure that they need. We show them how to present it so that it looks like a very professional portfolio, and it doesn't look like somebody did it in their little typewriter and not put a whole lot of work into it. So we make it look big and grand. And so the company has been doing very well. I mean, I'm very proud of the fact that when we have our staple on it, people see it, they know that it's Precise Marketing that was involved with the program. We talk about weddings, receptions, fundraisers, benefits, retirement parties, graduations, and especially class reunions.
So you're full circle.
We do all of it.
Now, I have a question that the world needs to know about. Jake and my partner Sugar Ray has worked together on some music and some projects. Ray, you take the opportunity and talk a little bit about that, and you jump in wherever you feel.
Well, Jake has a fabulous group called In Due Season, and in that group he has individuals that are multi-talented. And I first started, gosh, Jake, when was it? It was, it's been how many years now? About across 5 years, maybe?
It's been longer than 5 years. It's been more like 8.
Yeah, we've been working together and doing some recording, and out of that, I've also worked with some of the individuals on the group, on one-on-one as well, with producing some music for them. Now, are you guys performing out, and what are you guys doing?
We're still performing out, but and I know that sometimes doing those kind of things can get you burnt out. So what we decided to do is that we decided to shop a lot of music. We had so much music we were sitting on, and Ray's been a big help to us as far as producing a lot of music that we put out. We started shopping our music. We got an inroads, and we track these people down. I've gone to the Stellar Awards. I've gone to LA. I've gone to all these places. We tracked these people down, found a way to get in their ear, to Dietrich Haddon, to Byron Cage, to Jonathan Nelson. We've gone to these folks and presented ourselves and actually gave them our work and said, look at the type of things that we're doing. And they've looked at looked at some of the things they like, some of the things they said, well, you need more work on. We understand that, but we are very, very adamant about making sure that we keep our name out there, keep our product out there, because you never know what's going to hit.
Now tell me about your group, In Due Season.
In Due Season is a neo soul gospel group.
Okay,
And
explain that to the world for us, please.
Well, we do crossover music. We do music that will suit the appetite of the conservative gospel crowd, the traditional gospel crowd, and folks that may not even be a gospel listener. It's music that has an inspirational message to it, and nobody's mad at you. It speaks to life. It speaks to the things that we're all about, 24/7. And we were proud of the music that we produce, and that's the area that I think that God wants us to go in.
Now, if someone wanted to hear a sample of your music, can you tell them how they need to do that?
We have some things on YouTube. We definitely have our own library of music that we have out there that we still have available, and we're still in the studio now.
Okay, so, now you said YouTube. Now, what do they need to do to find you?
You can definitely go to my website. It's www.precisemarketing.org, www.precisemarketing.org, and you will find a lot of links that link to our songs. One of my first recording was a song called "Beautiful Day," and Ray produced that song.
Wow. Okay.
And so that song is very, very, and we have another one coming out for Father's Day. It's that we're going to remake and put that one back out also. So we're still in the mix.
Okay. Well, what I'm grabbing a hold to is that you multi-talented and you're serious about your work, and you have a good passion. And now I want to backtrack a little bit about the Tri-City program with the youth. And now that's every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock. The only Saturday we don't meet is the Saturday of Easter. Okay. So the last Saturday in this month we do not meet on that Saturday. But if you're interested, you need to go to our website or either give me a call, 804-683-4452, and let me know, and I will email you the schedule so you'll know exactly where to go every week. And we meet at a different church every single Saturday.
Okay, so they get to move around a little bit.
We move around, and that's important for them to be in different settings.
Well, people out there in TV land, I would just like to say that that's very important. A lot of times kids want to go to summer camp or they want to do something and the funds are not available or transportation is not available. Yes. Now, do you all help out with transportation?
We really don't help out with transportation, but we do ask the parents if they could kind of meet us halfway. And my whole thing is that if a basketball game is on Friday night, I don't care whether or not you the richest or the poorest kid in the neighborhood.
You get there?
You're going to get there.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we think that this is just as important as that basketball game. If you want your children to come, get them there to the site. Leave them there with us. You cannot beat all day long with free lunch for $15.
No, you can't.
$15 a week is what it costs if you're not linked with a church, and that's all it is. And we're not making no money from this. We just want to offset some of our costs. So it's a great opportunity for young people to be involved. And not only that, it's a great opportunity for them to fellowship and be in a setting that's wholesome. And the environment is a positive environment. That's the main thing.
You got a question?
Well, Jake, now what other events and things do you have in store?
Well, I guess by now you all think I'm like a Jamaican, like I got but I will tell you, which I mean, I love my Jamaican brothers and sisters. I mean, yeah. So, but I do want to say that we put out a product because my company, Precise Marketing, we oversee the countywide Tri-City Workshop in due season, and our third product that we do is called Recapture the Memory musical tribute show.
Now tell us a little bit about that
show.
All right. Well, I went to Vegas. Well, my wife and I went to Vegas, and when we was in Vegas, we saw this show, and I was sitting there and was like, man, I know people in Richmond that sing just as well as those people on stage. Why can't we do that show in Richmond? And so we thought about it, and as soon as I got back, I called Lance Dickerson. You know Lance Dickerson, right?
Yeah.
Lance Dickerson's great musician, great guy. I called him up and said, Lance, I want to do this. I mean, what can I do to pull us together? So called him, called Bill McGee, asked Bill McGee to work on some horn charts for me. And we put this show together. And everybody wants to call it a Motown tribute, but it's not a Motown tribute because when I was coming up, I liked the Temptations, but I also liked Celine Dion.
Okay.
I also like Supremes, but I also like, what is it, Barry Manilow.
Okay.
So what we try to do with the Recapture the Memory musical tribute show is to present a show that kind of allow you to sit back and just recapture the memory of all those timeless songs that's still out there that we don't hear in rotation every day. And we've done it in a way that it's very high class, very glitz and glamour, like a Vegas type production with all the lights and all the costumes and everything. I've chosen some of the best singers in the city to put on the show, and we've been packing our audience. We just had a show at the Henrico Theater this Saturday, packed house.
Now, how long have you been doing the show?
4 years.
Now, my question, if someone wanted to participate in the show, what do they need to do? How does that work?
They have to audition, number one, and they have to. I mean, I work with a lot of musicians and a lot of singers, and you don't know how we can be. Now, you know, as musicians, we can be some very difficult people to deal with because sometimes we got this ego thing going,
A little
right?
temperamental.
Which is nothing wrong with that, but so you got to kind of pick and choose. So I mean, I have to be able to discern who's the best personality for the environment that I'm working in. So number one, if your attitude ain't right, then I can't use you in my show.
Gotcha.
But if you come in there humble and willing to learn and learn our system, then it works out fine. And everybody I have in camp are great contributors to the cause, and they turn it out every single night.
Now, if someone wanted to book the show,
Yeah, tell us about
how
that.
would they
If they want to book the show, they just contact me. We're doing, and on April the 16th, we're doing a large show for the Sisters Network, American Cancer Society. It's going to be at Bell Hall, which is where, you know where 3rd Street Bethel Church is?
Yes.
All right, that hall right next to it, that's their hall. It's going to be in that building, 4 o'clock on the 16th of April. All right, and so you can get tickets to that show. It's going to be a very nice show. The Sisters Network, great group of ladies. I mean, they're cancer survivors. All of them are just genuine in their own right. And they're going to have that show, and we're going to do a whole full show. You're going to see a tribute to Celine Dion. You're going to see a tribute to Alicia Keys, Aretha Franklin, James Brown, The Temptations, and it goes on and on and on. The whole show is going to be on fire.
And that's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to also tell you that it's a pleasure to have Jake because I'm just stuck on the fact that he's offering a scholarship for, if you mentioned that you saw it on the Sugar Hump for Life Raw 5 TV show to your child. Now, that's kind of weighing on me because as a child, I always was fortunate enough to, have my church support whatever I did. We traveled. We went to Disney World. We had Vacation Bible School. I'm sure you are familiar with that. So this is an opportunity, parents, for you to get your children involved in something in this city that's positive and something that they can grow with, and it will carry on through the rest of their lives, because kids don't forget anything.
That's true.
And as Ray said, in this day and time, it takes a village.
Yes.
And it's difficult because they have so many other things pulling and picking at them. Tell us one of the ways that you keep them focused when you get them in your program.
Well, number one, we set the rules down at the very beginning. We tell them what we're expecting, we let everybody know exactly what the end goal would be, and that is that we would have a big musical concert at the end of the 8 weeks. We're going to have it at Second Baptist Church. It's going to be at May 1st. At 4 o'clock, and it's always a packed house. Last year we had 1,500 people that came to the concert. So, we want them to learn, but we also want them to learn the discipline behind what they're learning and why it is important that they follow rules and regulations. So that's the trade-off. If they come there with the attitude that they just want to be on their own and they just want to be away from, mom and dad during the course of the day, this is not the program for them. And I like to say that parents, we invite you to come and check it out and look and see the type of things that we're trying to do around the city. If your church is not involved, urge your pastor, urge your official board to register your church to Countywide Tri-Cities. There's nothing like it in the city. There's nothing like this in the city of Richmond. No, there's no music and arts workshop for across the board that shares this kind of a community with the whole city. So we're proud that we're one of the few people that offers this type program. So if your church is not involved, get your church involved. It's not too late. You can be involved. Ask your pastor to get involved. If your church says, okay, we don't have the funds, call me. We'll work something out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first right here from Mr. Jake Holmes. And one other thing, Jake, give them your information one more time, how to get in touch with you, your email, your phone number, because I'm sure a lot of parents are going to be calling just because they watched the Sugar Hump for Life Route 5 show. Give them one more time.
All right. I want to say this, and I'm going to say this as a disclaimer. Now, we put it out there that anybody that wanted to participate can. If you know that you want to just have this scholarship opportunity, that's fine. But if you know that you can contribute or you can be a blessing to what we do, then we welcome that also. Because it's not like we're rolling in a whole lot of funds.
Yeah, right.
You know, we need your support. So if you just want to sow into what we're doing, we want you to do that also. My name is Jake Holmes. My phone number is 804-683-4452. My email address is jholmes1502@comcast.net. My website is www.countywideproductions.com. Right there, those are the best way. That's the best way to contact me. I have a Facebook page also. You can reach out to me on Facebook also. So I'd love to hear from you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give him a hand. Thank you, Jake, for joining us, Jake.
And Jake, we would love to be able to have you back again, and also so we can keep up with what's going on, and you can tell everyone what you're doing and everything. Love to have you back.
And we also would like to get everything that you just said in writing so we can let them know, and each week we can keep putting a shout out there as an announcement for you, okay?
I'll put it on email for sure. And everybody, you also give them a hand too for presenting this opportunity.
Thank you. Big clap for ourselves, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Now we'll talk to you in just a few. Let me get with Ray now for a few minutes. Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wonderful opportunity for your children. You know, maybe you got more than one child, and that's a blessing from up above because you can't get anything for $15. You go to McDonald's, it starts out half of that just to feed one child. So keep that in mind. And as he said, don't take advantage of it the wrong way. Take advantage of it the right way.
Let it spark the interest in some of the talents that your child might have, And, you never know. That might be the one spark that makes a difference in that child's life.
You never know. You never know. Now, we're going to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit about what's going on with Sugar Ray and Robert Humphrey Jr. Right now, Ray is going to tell you about his brand new show, his jazz show that comes on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Ray, take the floor, my brother.
It's the Route 5 R&B and smooth jazz show. You're going to love it. It's all things Route 5. All of the catalog that has come out of Route 5 records and the artists that I've worked with. And it's unbelievable. You guys will never hear this music anywhere else. It's the best music, as I say on the show, that you've never heard. So, tune in each Monday at 8 p.m.
And watch for our links. We're going to send you the links. We understand there's been some kind of confusion trying to get to the shows, but we're going to clear that up for you. We're going to make it real plain and simple. Now, also, we're doing the Sugar Hump Show, which is each and every Sunday night at 8 p.m. So we got it again. It's 8, 8, and 6. Sunday, 8 p.m., you got the Sugar Hump Show. Monday, 8 p.m., you got Route 5 Jazz, R&B. Then Wednesday nights, you got this show here, For Life Sugar Hump Route 5 TV show. If you would like to be a guest on our show, you can call us as well at 804-888-8255. 888-4762. Again, 888-4762. We appreciate you guys. We'd like to thank MC J Love for allowing us to have this opportunity. You know, you don't get that very often, and we thank God for that. And J Love, Sugar Ray, Sugar Hump, for Life, we feed the homeless on Saturdays. And it's not a thing where we want to pat on the back. We want to get the word out so you can come and get some of these sandwiches and pieces and things that we have. It's not for us to keep, it's for us to give away. And we be in Monroe Park, 11 a.m.
That's right.
Every Saturday. Please come out. Tell somebody. You see the guy standing on the corner. Let the guy on the corner know. We just two local guys trying to do something. Well, let me rephrase that. We're two local guys that's doing something. We're active. You know, it's the only way to get something done is to jump in it. You got to go ahead on and move forward and put your best foot forward and get what you need to get done. Next week, our guest will be the one and only again, Mr. Larry Bland, with an update on things that he's been doing. We got Joy B. Moore will be coming back with her book. You know what I mean? She's doing her book, doing well. Incredible coming out. We got some people from City Council coming out in a couple of weeks. So we got a lot of interesting things going on for you. We're making the show not to be the same every week. We're trying to give you some information that you can keep and that you can use and you can carry on that will help you and your household. So, and if there's a topic of any kind that you would like to hear us talk about or bring to the public, let us know. SugarHumpLLC@gmail.com, For Life Records Inc. @gmail.com. Ray, leave them with something nice, brother.
Once again, as I said, everybody look out for your fellow man. We're all one race, and that's the human race.
We'd like to thank you for tuning in. Jake Holmes, let's give him another applause.
Yeah, Jake, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming, and we will have you back. MCJ Love, we thank you. And Egypt, her first appearance on national television. I'm Robert Humphrey.
I'm Sugar Ray Smith.
Peace